More than ever before, pharma companies are now expected to put the patient first and empower patients to get involved in healthcare decision-making. Helping patients to easily access and understand medical research is a key step towards patient centricity. But journal publications may be difficult to access and too technical for consumption by laypersons. Plain language summaries, or PLS, that translate complex and technical clinical research findings into simple language can be an effective tool to overcome this challenge. However, regulatory requirements around PLS development are in a nascent stage globally, and PLS adoption has a long way to go. This poster presents the current state and challenges of PLS development in Japan, the world's third-largest pharmaceutical market. The authors interviewed a total of 12 medical affairs or publication representatives of 7 domestic and 2 international pharmaceutical companies in Japan. The qualitative interviews included a series of open-ended questions around the company's policies and guidelines for producing and disseminating PLS, types of PLS developed, that is, clinical trial PLS or journal article PLS, and internal processes for PLS development. Interviewees were also asked about challenges to PLS development and how they see PLS evolving in Japan in the future. The insights gleaned from the interviews were as follows. Whereas providing necessary information in response to a patient inquiry is acceptable, active direct communication from pharmaceutical companies to the public is prohibited in Japan. Unlike the EU and the US, there are no strong patient advocacy groups in Japan. Healthcare practitioners may not favor giving patients too much information. Of the companies represented in this study, 4 have an SOP in place for PLS development in Japan, whereas 5 don't. Further, 4 companies develop clinical trial PLS, 1 develops publication PLS, and 3 do not develop PLS. One interviewee was uncertain about the status in his company. PLS development is more commonly undertaken in global companies, initiated by clinical teams as part of the standard operating procedures for clinical trials. Japanese counterparts localize globally released PLS. The challenges interviewees spoke of included regulations prohibiting direct communication from pharma companies to patients, difficulty maintaining a balance between transparency and promotion, fear of spreading misinformation by divulging early clinical trial results to patients, lexicon development to accurately convey technical terms in simple language, no clear mandates or guidelines, the need to train personnel who can create or review PLS, the scarcity of strong and structured patient advocacy groups, the need to raise awareness about PLS internally within the pharma companies. In conclusion, domestic and global pharmaceutical companies in Japan differ in their approach for PLS development and dissemination. While Japanese pharmaceutical companies recognize the need for patient engagement, regulatory reforms are required to overcome the current challenges with PLS development. The growing influence of patient advocacy groups and global legislation, such as the European Medicines Agency mandate, may provide an impetus to such reforms.